la 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 la.
That's not too bad. Not too bad.
Hi, how you doing?
How is everybody? It's a Saturday afternoon, and it is beautiful. Temperature-wise, 63 degrees under partly cloudy skies, but more mostly sunny than partly cloudy. And thank you for joining us on Vacation Station TV, your virtual getaway. You're all with me? Just giving you kind of like what's going on today type of thing. I'm done with almost everything I got to do. I got to go home and start editing another project. And so that's what I did last night. Unbelievable. Just as I think I'm settling down and stopping, I got to go do more. I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you. It's just busy, busy, busy. Busy, busy. Getting myself situated because I'm parked. I am parked. Let me show you. Where am I? I got to find. There it is.
No, not that. Give me that.
There. There I am. There. Get this down to there. That's reasonable. Right in front of the Comedy Barn, Alcatraz East. Busy, busy, busy. I was already up in Gatlinburg. Christopher Rollins, hello, buddy. How you doing? Good to see you. Lori B, hi. Thank you for coming into the room. I do appreciate it. Anybody that comes in, I am happy, very happy. Um, just I was in Gatlinburg, and man, was it crowded. It was super crowded. Everybody was very happy. They appeared to be in good moods. That's nice. Kentucky Leisure. Hi, Jeff. Is Marie acting as your chauffeur today? No, I just dropped her off. Just dropped her off. She goes in now. They're back. The Go Coaster goes on the roof, and Pigeon Forge Traders, like everybody else, they're back to the normal hours. Hi, Virginia Alexander. How are you? Because for like January, February, a lot of these businesses they go into their winter hours, which a lot of businesses either close down for a month or at least 3 weeks, or they back off on their hours. And the coaster did that too. They were closing. I mean, there were days here they were closing at 6 o'clock, and you can't blame them because it was just too darn cold, and people weren't in town. There were some people, but not the type of crowd you'd expect. Um, that's Christopher. I miss being there. Broke your neck last summer. I'm slowly getting better. Hopefully, I'll make it back there. How did you break your neck? Wow, that's painful. John Esper, good afternoon from you know where? Columbus, Ohio. It's really nice out. Breezy. Definitely very, very breezy, but it's comfortable. I'm comfortable. Tripped over a stupid cat. Hopefully you gave away that cat or nailed it to the wall. Wow, really? Really? God, that's so sad. I'm sorry. That's, wow, that's really bad. And I'm sure it's painful. Kentucky Leisure. Hi, John Esper. How you doing, Kentucky Leisure, Ken? So you kind of get to see what's going on here. Philip Holcomb, how are you? Christopher Ron, could be worse. I can walk. Oh, at least you can walk, but do you have to wear the donut or the, what do they call that? Um, it's like a cage to keep your neck straight. I had a friend who did that. He was playing some stupid sports and he got hit in two different directions and broke his neck and his back. And pretty much all through high school, he had to wear this metal thing that had, I felt so bad for him. And it had like screws in it that kept him straight, his neck straight. He had to turn his whole body, and God, and he was such a, sports head, going doing all that stuff. He couldn't do that. After that, he couldn't play any sports at all, none, 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 none. He could have done damage which has severed his spine. So that was the end of it. I'm trying to remember his name there, Chris Marone. No, I was on a walker for a couple of months. My neck is now titanium. Do you stick to the refrigerator when you go past it? I can't. God, I can see the guy's face, but I can't remember his name. How about that? So many years ago. High school, so many years ago. Just, after a while, you just lose touch with it. Wants to stay really good. I have not felt this good in such a long time. How bad I was feeling for such a long time, and just accepted it. It's supposed to be in the 70s next week. Can't wait. Yes, I think pretty much we're out of the woods. Why is it buffering? I'm sitting still. Well, there's a lot of people. I can't do anything about that. I really can't. I found a place that looks good to look at. You can see the traffic, and you can see what's going on. William Smith, good afternoon. Where is your bride? She's at work. She's at the coaster. I was at the Fantasy Golf today. I was also at the Forge Traders shop, and I was at the Go Coaster, and a couple other places, which remain unnamed. And then, but the doctor says that good means it's getting pressure out of you. John has said we had John Esper snow, really rain and snow last night. Some dirty rain from the dust storm in Texas. Oh, that sounds good. Dirty rain. Yeah. It doesn't even sound clean. I had a little bit of dirty rain here last night. Car's twice as dirty as it was yesterday. Dirty rain. I bet that left stains all over your nice car. Yeah, I bet. Hit the like button, please. I only got 2 likes, 20 people in the room. I'd like to see more people in the room, but it is kind of early on a Saturday. I'm just taking a breather. That's what I need to take a break because I'm back in gear again, and Miss Marie says, slow down. You just got out of the hospital. I said, yeah. John knows, yeah, it did. I had to take it. Car wash. There's 20 car washes here. I'm sure are very busy. Oh yeah, like here. After it snows or it rains, the line goes down to the street. And I try not to wait in those lines. I just go about my day, do my business. And then if I'm passing by and I notice it's not busy, I'll slide in. Let's see, this is from Wayne McAllister. So glad everything went well with your procedure. Thank you. Sharon and I were glad to have you able to visit with Marie this past week. Yes, we came home yesterday and now it's beautiful there. I'm sorry. I have nothing to do with that. Nothing. Nothing at all. I'm just glad it's not as cold as it was. I hooked up the garden hoses outside, so when I do get home, that's one of the first things I'm going to do before I edit is wash the decks. Wash the decks, because for a couple of weeks I disconnected the hose and put freeze proof on them. You know, those things you put on them. And sorry, I can't do anything about it. That's why I remained stationary, because I saw the traffic. But I wanted to go live. I didn't then go home and do more editing. Live, of course, is spontaneous. It's now, and it is better because it's now. It's not later. There is no later. This is later. But at least you're getting an idea that the traffic and the tourists are back for sure. Like I said, I was up in Gatlinburg before, and it was crowded. Not Jeep Invasion crowded. Gary with 2 R's, hello, good to see you. Riley, you already asked me, I'm sorry. I'm doing good. William Smith, you're going to need to move for a better signal. I'll try. Let me try. I don't know where else to go. And I know sometimes only a few feet matter, especially here. And you know how hard, especially like during like Jeep Invasion or the Rod Run, it's almost impossible to get a signal. Almost impossible. try here. I'll try here. Okay, let's see if that helps out anything. Christopher Rollins says there's those beautiful mountains. Yes, just a little bit in the distance there. I hope it stays locked in now. I'm not going to be on too long. Okay, I promise you. Because I do want to get home. Got to take my medication too. I got to remember that. A lot of these buses, see those buses? A whole bunch of them. Hi, Leslie. Hello, sweetheart. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining. My moderator's in the room. Thank you. William Smith. Picture got clear. Excellent. Excellent. I'll stay right here for now. All right. Because it's when it packs up like this, the signal just gets sucked. John Esper says it surprised me. Called the Bayfront over there, over 321. They still haven't raised their rates yet. They said they won't until the end of the month. Well, that's good news for you, right? Right? So why don't you book a room? Book it for whenever. But if you book it now, at least you get the, because I guarantee you, as soon as the Rod Run and the Jeep Invasion come and all the other events slammed enough, hard to find a place, and you're going to pay for it. Larry, how are you? Hey, sorry we missed your live. It's okay. You're not required. I appreciate that you come through and you come in. That I do appreciate. Hit the like button, please. Like button. So we're right across from the island, if you want to know where we are. Right across from the island. You can kind of see the sign there a little bit better. William Smith, Mr. Harvey in the room. Yep, there's Alcatraz East, and of course the Comedy Barn. Very popular area right there. That intersection is very, very popular. A lot of people go into the island, and they've been going in all day long. It's amazing, the traffic. And this is, I would say, the first weekend of the beginning for sure. This is it. It's only going to be like this from now on. Because people ask me, when will they go? They won't go until after January. So you got a long wait if you're thinking about coming up here. You got a long wait. So many tour buses. I'm assuming, I think that's right, because I think Denise said that the spring break, didn't you, Leslie, say it too? Because you got kids. Are they in spring break already? A lot of kids. Coaster was filled with kids when I dropped her off today. The late Gatlinburg hosted a video. She was showing idiots sitting on a hot tub. Oh, yes. I saw that. I guess he was wanting to. Imagine that they gave him a couple of T-shirts and a mug. Gary with 2 hours. I'm thinking early May between spring break and graduation. Yeah, it's going to be hit or miss whether it's busy or not, Gary. I can't predict this crowd. I just kind of, when I step out and I drive into town, I go, okay, I have to allow myself a few extra minutes. Leslie says, mine do not have spring break until the end of the month. Okay, yeah, they do. They stagger it, end of the month, but the spring breaks are so scattered. Yes, and Larry says, at this point, just come and enjoy. Don't let the crowd scare you away. I agree with you. Just come in and deal with it, because it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, you've got to allocate some time to get around, and sometimes just sit at lights for a long time. Betty Boop Putman, haven't seen that in a long time. Hello, hi Betty Boop. Good to see you too. I'm glad when people from a while ago come back into the room and see what's going on. I do appreciate that very much. I'm still trying to hit that magic 10,000. I'll be in a nursing home by the time, and I'll celebrate. I think it was Williams says a month till tourist deliverance. Yes, that's about right. You're right, William. I think K&E RV TV just made 10,000. Congratulations, girls. Really good work. You know, I applaud you for all the work and happiness and fun, silly things you guys do. And that's how you do it. You have to entertain or give information or just do stuff that it brings people back. I try that. I really do. Soon I hope I'll get around more. I mean, physically. I'm feeling good. I actually went down to the lower level onto the ground I walked the property and I hooked up all the hoses and I felt great. I go, this is amazing. I haven't felt like this in so long. And very happy about that. Leslie Harvey says, I love, yes, they're wonderful people. Kim and Aaron are wonderful. John Esper, when you go to Gatlinburg, remember there's no free parking. Pay for the $10 in the city garage. That's right. Or if you have a handicap sticker, it's absolutely free. And they're one of the only ones that will accept a handicap sticker and let you in for free. Oh, I missed one. Sorry. Gary 2 hours, feeling good, looking good. Thank you. Larry Harvey says, Jeff, we all feel a little pistachio pudding at the nursing home. And then I'll show you my colostomy bag. All right, I'll get an autographed colostomy bag. William Smith, crawfish season. Oh, I love crawfish. Absolutely. Excuse me. Sorry. Sinus is still. I had to take my antibiotic this morning. Almost done. I think I got 3 pills left, and then I'll be done with it. Nasty chest and sinus infection. Don't know where I got it. Must have been that Tijuana crack whore. I don't know. I know. Miss Marie was I know. Let's see what's going on. Oh, now Miss Marie, she wants a different car. She doesn't like the Outback. It's too big for her to drive. So I'm regrouping and rethinking my plans. I'll probably inherit this car. I'll probably liberate this and then get her. She wants a Crosstrek. She wants a Subaru Crosstrek now. Okay. Okay, here we go. So I'll get rid of mine. Rick Paley, love your choice of automobiles, also the colors. Thank you, Rick. I think if I get her a Crosstrek, it's going to be a white one because that looks the nicest, the calmest, and it's basically an Outback missing 3-4 feet. It's basically the same car, same chassis and all that stuff, and easy for her to drive. She has real difficulty backing this up. It really confuses her because it's a pretty good sized vehicle. But I know she was safe in this, and that was my reason for getting it. That it's got all the features to protect you in an accident. So does the Crosstrek. So we'll see what happens. So I guess I got my Outback, but it's not the one with the heated steering wheel. You know how I conquered the heating steering wheel? That. Gloves. There. I got gloves. How I conquered that. Yep, keep the newer, trade the older, and you'll have more rooms for Joe and his buddy. Yes, true. Gary Chandler, how are you? Hey, bud. You're our Asmart man. What's Asmart man? I don't know what that is. Oh, a smart man. Okay. I'm Asmart. I'm changing my plate to Asmart. Love the new Kias. That's Larry. John Kimball. Seen any other streamers? No. Who did I miss that I shouldn't have? Well, I got a lot of stuff. Love the butt warmers now in the cars. Yeah, I got them on. I got mine. They're in here. There's low, medium, and poach. Poach, you can hear your butt bubbling. Low, medium, and it comes in handy. I never realized how spoiled I am. In the past I didn't care. If your ass freezes, your ass freezes. What else you gonna do, right? I mean, they didn't have them back then, but now all these silly little things are in the car. Who knows? The people walking by, a lot of people. I mean, you see how breezy it is, right? Right? Very breezy. And lots of different cars. For some reason, I'm seeing a lot of Jeeps. They're right there. But the invasion isn't until August. So I don't know if there is because I've seen a lot. I mean, those are decked out Jeeps. See them right across the street there? So I'm not sure if there's something going on that I'm not aware of. Jimmy Spencer, Kentucky Leisure. Hello, Kentucky Leisure. Always good to see you here. So the island. I was going to drive through the island, but then I remembered, the signal sucks there. Larry says, I've had heated seats, but never had a heated steering wheel. Neither have I. That's a luxury. A heated steering wheel. Then Larry, you got to have a heated gear shift. Right? Then a heated dial for the radio. Right? Everything's heated. How spoiled can we get? Right? Jeff, at your age, use the seat warmers for eggs. Yes, I wish it vibrated. That's the only thing it doesn't do. That'd be nice. I just sit in the car. Oh, this feels so good. I thought heated seat was when you put your ass next to the wood stove. Yeah, that is true. That's true, Jimmy. Oh, those days are over. My daughter has a heated steering wheel in her car. Nice, Kentucky Leisure. It's a nice little feature because how many times have you got into the car and you grab the wheel and go, "Wow, that's cold. Whoa!" And then you try to, if you don't have gloves, you take your shirt and you pull it over your hands, and that doesn't make things too dangerous, does it? Behind my seat, I have a pair of gloves for Marie. So if she's going to drive, she can grab her gloves and put them on because if you live in a climate that it's cold, you want some of the amenities. And as you get older, everything rattles, your bones rattle, everything is cold. Just, but I love the cold. I'm not complaining. I enjoy cool weather over hot weather. Not cold weather, but cool weather. The fall or this right now is perfect. 63 degrees under mostly sunny skies in Pigeon Forge. Now Miss Marie's on a kick watching. How many of you? How many? Wait. I need a heated bidet. They make them. I'm not kidding you. They make them. Which, when I saw that, I'm going, now you're playing with danger because you're heating a seat with electricity and there's water right below the jewels. So now I have hot water on my upstairs one and downstairs one. The upstairs one, it would have taken too much piping to do. So I said, the hell with it, just cold water. It wakes you right up. Let me tell you, in the morning, you're done with your business and you turn that bad boy on. If you're groggy, you're not groggy anymore. You're wide awake. You're hooping and hollering. How many of you went out and bought a bidet? I highly recommend it. Highly. I can't explain to you the pleasure you get. I mean, right after I'm done with that, I light up a cigar or a cigarette, and that's yeah, I do breathe easier in cool weather. You're absolutely right. Jeff Shuchuk says Tracy and I are coming down in the first week of July, 3 weeks again. That's always a good time to come. It's a little warm, but it's okay. I'm jealous it's sunny up there. Well, it'll be sunny by you. It's never forever. Even God can't make a storm last forever. As long as you understand that. But I highly recommend getting a bidet. They're cheap. Literally take 15 minutes to put in. No special tools. Inside the box, everything is in the box. Everything you need. The tools, the piping tape, connectors, everything. And it was under $30. And you will thank me later. There's nothing like it. I'm just a really clean person. This is the way I am. But it doesn't mean you have to be, but you'll enjoy the experience. I guarantee it. I wish I could put one in here. That would be nice. Right here in the driver's seat. That could be fun. Is it more? No. You would think it is, but it's not. Sure, it's cold, but hard to explain. It doesn't really affect you the way you think it would. Especially guys, women. It doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's a very pleasant experience. I hope I'm not losing my picture. I can't really tell if I'm pretty sure the phone is charging. We'll find out in a minute. We will find out. Last night I took so much video that when I got home, I had 4% on my phone. So I had to just shut it down and charge it. 4%, you can't do anything with 4%. Usually it shuts down just under that. I mean, the phone just shuts itself off. So, and then I have to remember, I go, Miss Marie's going to try a little while. And so I found the chargers I had didn't charge the phone quick enough. Do you guys have that problem? Where your phone charger kind of just lingers? The chargers that came with the VR set, the virtual reality, charged the phone in 15 minutes. 100%. 15 minutes, bingo, I'm at 100%. So it's like, whoa, this is nice. And that was just by accident I found that. I plugged it in one day because I keep my headset charged and I unplug it. And I remember, boy, this thing charged pretty quick. And I just grabbed the plug and plugged it in my phone, and I could see the numbers jumping up. Now, whether it's good for the phone or not, I don't really know. I don't care. I just want my phone charged. Look at all that traffic. Isn't that something? That's been going on since I started talking, and before that, because I've been up and down this road quite a bit. It's just like this in Gatlinburg. Only, it's a lot worse because you have to do a lot of stopping on the strip. I'll have a video of that later. I don't know, like last night. By the time I got the project I was working on done, and then I did the one in Gatlinburg, it was, I think, 10:30 by the time it posted. Pretty sure 10 or 10:30, somewhere in that area. And I couldn't go any faster because when the video is rendering, you can't do anything. You can't do anything. I could create more stuff, but I can't render it. Kentucky Leisure, that traffic is crazy for early March. Yes, it's unusual. Very unusual. But this is the preview of what's to come, because there's really nothing going on. And we haven't felt the full effects of spring break yet. Right? I mean, there are some, from what I could tell earlier, there are a lot of kids going from the island across, back and forth, back and forth. John Kimball said it took me 2 hours to get from Pigeon Forge to Gatlinburg on December 30th. I don't doubt that at all. That's pretty standard for that time of the year. And it's not like there are a whole bunch of back ways to go, There's really only 2, 3 if you want to take the long way home. And I mean the long way. You'll be on that road for a long time, but you won't be in the traffic. Whoa. At least the signal is holding on longer now. It's not jamming up like it was before. Hit the like button, hit the like button. Really want to get to that 10,000 mark so that I've achieved something that I set out to do 4 years ago. Thought I would be way past that by now, but I guess it was wishful thinking on my part. It's not like I haven't earned it, Traffic just that's all coming from Gatlinburg across the street. Have you seen Rose? No, I haven't, Rick. I haven't seen Rick Bailey's. She's due back. I haven't seen any bear in the last month, maybe a little longer. About a month, maybe no longer. They don't hibernate. But my fear is, because they're doing so much building around in my area, that it may have scared them off. They've built 4 cabins down the other mountain that I can see from my porch, and then up in the area they've done a couple more. John says I had to wait 15 minutes to get hotel. People were blocking in front of the Sky Bridge. Yeah, they do that a lot. Would not move, blow horn, etc. One guy had to go park in the garage. He could not get into the hotel. Yeah, that is a big complaint, John. That these hotels, they have plenty of rooms, but very little parking. And that's not fair for the people that come to that hotel. They expect to be able to have a parking space, a permitted parking space. That's your spot as long as you're there. They really need to do something about that when they're building a hotel. Not just build the hotel with 500 rooms and 3 parking spaces. That's not fair. I missed a bunch. Kentucky Leisure says, after having retired at the end of the year, my wife and I wanted to celebrate and come middle of January. Christmas lights were still there with a bad hip right. I'm sorry. Ooh, when the cold comes, that's not going to be good for you. The People's Skybridge are blocking the entrance. Yeah, they do that all the time. It's all about them. Don't you know? No, John, it's all about them. They came here, and if it wasn't for them, we would be in poverty. We would be sitting on the corner with a sign, we'll work for ride tickets to the go-kart track or something. I get a lot of that entitled attitude. I just let it go. I don't let it bother me. I've learned in my older age to let a lot of this stuff just roll off my back because there's nothing I'm going to do to change it. And getting involved with them or screaming at their level, you're going down to their level. You're going to street level, and I just won't do that. John says, do you think it would get better to stay in Pigeon Forge on weekends and avoid Gatlinburg? Yes and no. It's better to stay in Pigeon Forge cabin. William Smith, good idea. You can get cheaper lodging in Pigeon Forge and Wares Valley and hop right over. If you're in Wares Valley, you got plenty of cabins and places to stay, and you could take Lost Branch Road, Valley View Road, dump you right on this road right here, and it's a beautiful drive. And you'll enjoy it, and you won't be so stressed. Because if you're right off the strip here, for whatever reason, I stay stressed. I don't know about you. But if I'm on this too long, I get all anxious. It's just me. Don't know. But there's plenty of affordable hotels. There's brand new ones that are reasonably priced. And especially on Jake Thomas. They've got some really nice ones now. And they have specials like $69 now. John, did you hear that? John Esper? There's these new hotels, and I saw them the other day, $69. I'm going, you can't find a room here for less than that, really. You could go to like a Motel 2, and kill bed bugs all night long. That's your entertainment because the TV doesn't work. So you get to crush bed bugs. And you're better off staying in a newer hotel because they haven't had all the dirty people there yet. So chances are they don't have bed bugs. Some of these older places, as nice as they look on the outside, you got to remember how many thousands of people have been in there. And with them, they bring whatever they had at home. And that could be, as Miss Marie calls them, you don't want to take bed bugs home. You really don't. See, as soon as the traffic stopped in front of the car, it faltered, it buffered. Because everybody's on their phone. You can see there's 300 kids in each car. It's only going to get worse. That's all I can tell you. There's a white cross street. That fits Miss Marie. We stayed at Arbors in the Island Parkway October. It was nice. Yeah, that's a nice place. That is a nice place. It's hard to recommend a hotel because some of the decor is maybe not what you like. And I like rich surroundings. I don't mean wealthy rich. Deep, dark colors, earthy colors, where a lot of these hotels are very white and bright, and that's not my thing. Although a lot of people like that modern look, and that's fine. The best way to do is go online and look at the rooms yourself. And they give you a good rundown of what the room is going to be like. You can see all the rooms. You can say, that's not what I like. John says, I can't believe people are paying $300 a room. That's not unusual. And I think it's dumb too. Because as soon as season goes out, $70, $69. Same room, same room. If you're going to come up for the Jeep Invasion or the Rod Run or any of the events, you book now. Early March, you book now, because as soon as it hits mid-March, the prices go up. Front desk and the cleaning crew were awesome. William Smith, you hope they are. It's very hard to find good cleaning crews. Oh, that Crosstrek just went behind me. It's a pretty car. It's white. That would fit Miss Marie. I could. That definitely would be her. Yeah. I've already looked online and stuff, and there's a few. But if I get one, I want a one-owner car, low mileage, and a premium, not a standard, I guess they call it. We used to stay at the Whispering Pines. That's kind of nice, but it has gone downhill since COVID. Really? I always heard that was a nice place to go. What do you mean by downhill? Tell me. Do tell. Is there any shores up there? I don't know what that is. Who's Gina Day? Her messages. Leslie, what happened on that one? A hater? A troll? Now that traffic, look at us, I've been here, what, 38 minutes, 22 seconds. That traffic hasn't let up once. What did he say? Not as clean as it used to be. And that's important, isn't it? Right, Larry? Got to be clean. Gina Day, is there anything about fires there? No. The fires, luckily, were all put out. Gina, the blessing came that after all those crazy winds came through town, the rain started. So that was really buffered and dampened those rains so that the wildfires couldn't travel too far, because it wasn't just a drizzle, it was a rain, and it came down hard. And I was very thankful, because I was worried, are we next? You know, is that fire going to hop over the mountain over to our place again? And I hope not, you know. Yeah, don't worry, Gina. There's wildfires, just like anywhere, can happen at any time. And when you're up in the mountains, that's just one of the things you deal with. But you have to remember, Dry Creek, hello, how you doing? Good to see you. What were you doing? Were you too busy? Too busy? Or did we interrupt something? Huh? Those fires, for the most part, are isolated. It's the winds that make them not isolated, that makes them, they populate the area. But if it's just a regular day, today's a little breezy, so I wouldn't like that. Working. Well, it's about time you did. If it's not a breezy, crazy day, the fires can be put out and contained very quickly. Well, look what the cat dragged. Yeah, and literally dragged it in. There's that love. Can you feel it? Can you feel the love tonight? Right, Larry? Whatever happened to that guy that used to make videos? He owned a shop, Gatlinburg, beard something. I don't know. Who are you talking about? Denise, do you know who he's talking about? Oh, I know. I feel it. It's just warming my soul. All that love from Larry. See? You just gave her the heart. I don't know. I think he sent me a message the other day. I haven't returned it yet. I'm not good at returning messages, you know, so please forgive me. I just get so inundated, and there's always a whole line of messages, and then I just get depressed, and I go, I just don't like it. Unless it's my doctor, my attorney, or my accountant, I rarely return them. You'll think that was his name. I think so. John Kimball. You know what helped me a lot while I was sick, and when I get home I'll do it. I bought a bottle of saline solution. It's a foam, and it really cleared me out. I sprayed that up in my sinuses, and I breathe really clear. Robin. That did help out a lot. I use it at night right before I go to bed, and it feels so good. Wait, you need to hit that like button, please. What the heck? Hit the like button. 28 in the room and only 19 likes. I guess you don't like me. Wow, that hurts. Now I gotta go see a shrink. Thanks. Thanks. The local constabulary, they're out and about. Heavy right now. No matter where I drove, there was the local police, the popo, everywhere. But that's their job, right? There's an RV coming in. Saw a bunch of those go past my road. A bunch. I'm surprised that didn't buffer right there. I guess. Well, I don't see a lot of kids in these cars. But this is how it's going to be. Well, that guy's sitting low, isn't he, in the rear? He's got that up pretty high on his pickup truck. That's sitting kind of low. It's an avenue. Don't know anything about an avenue. Looks like it's got a lot of glass. Double the love there, lamb. Double the love. I wonder where they're going. I don't know. I mean, if they make a left here, they're going to go right through the island. That's not a parking space. Oh, yes, it is. Okay. I forgive you. Story of my life. Yeah, sitting low in the rear. I mean, clearly he's too low. Because if he went up, I just stopped at Alcatraz last time I was there. 21, great place if you like crime. Fred Davis. Hi, Fred. I hear it's a really nice place. I have never been in there. Not a big fan of crime, but interested in the mafia and all that stuff. But maybe one day I'll take Miss Marie there. I don't know if she's interested in that. I'm not really sure. Not really sure. Somebody parking next to me, so I don't know if I'm going to lose my signal. Find out shortly. He's making a left here. I'm thinking he's going right into the island with that thing. That's a big rig to kind of pull into that area. I didn't wash the car today. Walter needs to be washed. It's very cool. A little bit of everything. Love the dark side of life. Yeah, I can relate to that. Yeah. Not everything is, unicorns and rainbows, right? He's lost. Not a good road to get lost on. Larry, you need to get Marie a pair of cowboy boots and stages. No. One thing I do not like to look at, and I never have, is Asians in cowboy gear. It just does not turn me on. Now you in cowboy gear, Larry, that's a whole nother story. Or imagine me, cowboy boots and a checkered shirt. Oh, goodness gracious. No, and you see that a lot. Like in the Philippines, they try to westernize themselves so much. And there's a lot of Asians in the Philippines. They're just not Filipinos. They're Japanese, Chinese, Malaysian, Vietnamese, and they all want to be Western, and they think cowboys. That's when they think the West is everybody's a cowboy. Director Grubb says he's wearing his cowboy boots down next time. Please don't. Please don't. I have never owned a pair of cowboy boots. I've had ballet slippers, but not cowboy boots. Rob needs to wear his ballet slippers. That would be fun. Walking on his toes across the room. That would be worth video shooting. There, right there. That's one that would probably go viral. Pretty sure. I like your Converse just fine. Thank you. I love Converse. I don't know if I have 22 pairs of Converse. Probably get some more soon because I need new colors. Although Ross made fun of me the other day. I was wearing my formerly red low tops, and I washed them so much because I wash my sneakers every 2 weeks. And I washed them so much they kind of went pink, not quite deep red anymore. And he goes, "Love the pink shoes." I go, "They're not pink, they're red." He goes, "Not from where I'm sitting." Is that Panda Express there any good? It's not bad. It's not. We tried that not too long ago, as a matter of fact. Williamson says, "Wife saw a gray Converse." Yeah, I have gray. 2 sets of gray, dark gray and light gray. So I got 22 pairs. I have almost all the colors. I even have, now I haven't worn them on camera, but I will for you guys if you want, orange. That's right, Tennessee orange sneakers, low tops. And I usually only wear them when they're playing or there's a big game. I wear my orange Tennessee shoe. That was $60 well spent. Not. Because you can't really wear, I just don't feel comfortable wearing them all the time, you know. No, they aren't. But I do wear them from time to time. Sorry, purple Converse, I stand corrected. Yes. What's the best Chinese or Japanese besides Sakura? Oh, that's, you'd have to go to Knoxville. I've tried all the others, all around here, and average at best. Have you ever accidentally worn out 2 different shoes? Yes, absolutely. Because downstairs is the master bedroom, then you go into the laundry room, you make a right, and I have the shoes on shelves. I built shelves specifically for all the shoes, and I keep the colors near each other, you know, reds, kind of the reds, and maybe the close to the reds, and the blues and the whites and everything, and I grabbed the wrong ones. There was a deep purple, and then there was red. I remember that. And I didn't even notice it because it was kind of dark. I was getting dressed, and I put them on, and I'm out and about all day, and just for whatever reason, I looked down and I got 2 different shoes on. Now, I've known people that wear deliberately 2 different shoes. I mean, they'll wear a black and a white one, you know, or a red and a white one, or whatever. William said it's hard to find a good Chinese place anymore. No consistency. You're right. That's why I always go to Sakura. It's consistently good, and I don't always eat the same thing. A lot of people that go in and they already know what they're going to eat. I suggest you try everything. If you don't like it, you don't have to eat it. Rick Bayless says just bought a pair of Converse Larry Bird tennis shoes. So yes, those are very comfortable. If you're going to get Converse, there's the type that have the padding, or the type that you used to wear when you were a kid that hurt your feet really bad. You remember that as a kid, the basketball shoes, high tops? You want to spend a couple extra bucks, you get the cushiony ones. Because, man, your feet and your back hurt. Because Converse is not known for their comfort except if you go to the next level. They do have all the colors. Miss Marie loves Converse. She liked Converse and Skechers. She loves Skechers. I don't like Skechers. I had a pair. I just didn't like the way they fit. They just didn't make my foot feel good and comfortable. But the Converse do, because I don't wear them all that long. You know, I wear them for a few hours and I go home and I put my slippers on, you know, and I shuffle around like an old man with a bowl of oatmeal, you know, just shuffling around. Because I don't wear sneakers in the shoes. If it was up to Marie, I wouldn't even get in the front door with shoes on. You know how Asians are. You take off your shoes, you put on slippers. That's just the way she is, you know. But I think I broke her of that. I think so. Because it's very traditionally Asian. I had cons back in the day. Oh God, Converse today aren't like they were back. No, they actually have some comfort. The ones back then, man, did your feet hurt at the end, especially if you played a round of basketball or stickball or something. Your feet hurt so bad. Or you find them wrapped around a power line. You know, one of your best friends would tie a knot in them and throw them over the power line, right? That was ha 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 ha. You know, that's funny. I just lost a pair of sneakers. You know how that goes, right? They're still really popular. A lot of people wear them, boys and girls. They wear them because they never go out of fashion. Gary with 2 R's. Do you remember PF Flyers? Absolutely. They were similar to Converse, if I'm not mistaken, right? They were kind of similar, almost like wearing no shoes. I had them a long time ago. But PF Flyers, they're not around anymore, I'm assuming, right? Did they get bought up by somebody? Still stuffy. I think they got bought out, like everything else. Now, who's getting bought out? Walgreens is getting bought out. By a company, I can't remember the name, it was just some big conglomerate that buys other places. Have a good one on back of the fireman. Okay, Fred, thank you. See, there's people crossing the street. Those are all kids. I like the new slip-on Skechers. And Miss Marie likes those too. I'm not a I'm not a slip-on guy. Only my slippers. You know, I get into the house. But no, they don't fit tight enough. They don't hold my ankles. That's why I get high tops. And if my ankles bother me, I wear my high tops. If not, I'm cool with low tops. Riley, how are you? What are you going to eat for dinner? You know, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. John Kimball, yep, well, Gatlinburg needs Chinese and buffets as well. Any type of setting. They do have a Chinese restaurant there. I had it, don't like it, won't be back again. It's down the alley. It's one of the alleyways when you're going into Gatlinburg. It's on the right side. China One, I think it is, or something like that. Tried it, was not impressed. Typical tourist Chinese food, and it just nasty. Chungking. How many of you remember Chungking? The can that had the can on the top. Yeah, don't waste your money, John. I'm telling you, I've been there. Don't like it. It's nasty. I think they buy it from the Chungking factory and just reheat it and charge you $20-$30 for it. Not good. Hibachi. Well, that's what you get at Sakura for the low price. What is it, $11.95, something like that, $12.95? I don't know. I haven't been there in about 2 weeks. You can go to the hibachi. It's all included, one price. You go to the sushi bar, one price. You can go across the whole room and eat a little bit of everything. Yeah, I love that hibachi grill in Pittsburgh. Right. Yeah, it's excellent. And the guy's really sweet guy. That's Helen and Jackie's uncle from China. Doesn't speak a word of English. But he always comes and he hugs me. Oh, how you? And I throw $5 in the jar. He's got me figured out. But he makes really good hibachi. And the cool thing is you don't have to use just the things there. You can go to the buffet line. There's a place in Pittsburgh called Little Tokyo. Here it's good. Had it. It's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad, but it's not great. It's fast food. It's a westernized Chinese, Japanese food. I like traditional stuff. When I worked and lived in New York, I would go to Chinatown or I'd go to the Japanese area. I'd go to those places and get real traditional food. And I got spoiled that way because when you go to the American stuff here, it's not real. It really isn't. But Sakura, if you want the hibachi, just make your own. Take a little bit off the bar, whatever it is you want, put it all together, hand him the plate, he'll cook it up for you, and you've designed your own meal. Rick Paley says, still waiting for an authentic Italian restaurant to open up down there. Yeah, everybody was raving about Roma Table. Sorry, I've never had traditional class. It's interesting, John, because there's stuff there you've never tasted, but when you taste it, you go, damn, this is good. Why didn't I try this before? And that's how you experience life. Larry says, I think they need more taco. Yeah, I think probably a dozen more. There's not enough. There are 12 of them in a row. You know, I don't understand. You can do hibachi on a black stone. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can create your own hibachi grill. Of course, you got to go to the store and you got to buy the ingredients to do that. But you made it, right? You just throw some stuff on the grill, some chicken or some beef or whatever, some roadkill. I prefer to go out and run over something. I want something fresh. I want something right from under the tire. I want to see the tire tracks that I left behind on the back of whatever I hit. Because then I know it's fresh. I tenderized it and it's ready for the grill. Miss Marie will probably want to go to Sakura this week. She's off Sunday, Monday. And she'll probably want to go there because we haven't gone there in a while. We've been going back and forth to Knoxville and we go to some of the restaurants there. John says, or you can go to around begging food like some. Yes. Oh, I've tried that too. Do you have some spare change? Yes, some spare change. Fresh rabbit roadkill. There you go. A little bit of hot sauce on it, right? And you're done. With a little barbecue sauce on it. It is delicious. When I was at Sunrise the other day, they had fresh rabbit in the butcher section. They have their own butcher right in there. And Miss Marie went there. It kind of startles me sometimes. She says, oh, I need to go to the butcher section. I said, okay, let's go. She wanted excuse me. She wants to do lechon. Does anybody know what lechon is? Does anybody? Lechon. Look it up. Quickly Google it. Leslie, quickly Google lechon. Dun 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 dun. What? William Smith, smothered down gravy and onions. That's right, bell peppers with hot buttermilk biscuit. It's good, right? Good is good, right? Lechon is crispy pork, a whole pig. She didn't want a whole pig, but she wanted a whole big piece of pig, pork, with this thick skin on it. See, the problem with the butchers here and the grocery stores here, they trim off all the fat. The fat is where the flavor comes from. Because really, basically, pork is tasteless, and you have to. If you don't agree with me, try it sometime. Go to one of your local places. I can't find it because I don't know how to spell it. Lechon. Lechon, if I'm not mistaken. Lechon. It's a roasted pig, roasted pork. And in the Philippines, it is traditional. Like if we flew over there right now, all her relatives, before we even landed, they'd be roasting a pig in a pit. A whole pig. And the skin is crispy. Now, I've tried it. It's really good. Not good for people with heart conditions, but it's really good. You've all had pork rinds, right? Similar, but fresh and crunchy and flavorful and moist. You'll be impressed with the pork. Sir, did doctor tell you our blockage so much? Any certain food? No, it's hereditary. It's definitely hereditary. And I believe he got it this time because he was very concerned about me. I actually thought a rabbit today, $6.99 pound, came about 14. Yeah, you can buy it. It's there. It's there. And it's not bad. Rabbit can be a little greasy. It's whole pig. That's right. You got it. A whole pig, head and all. Head, tail, balls, everything. but it's really good. It really is, because when they open it up now, the treat for everybody is they fight for the skin. And what do you think the part is that they love the most? Miss Marie says she never gets to it first, everyone else does. What do you think is the most tastiest part they think of the lechon? The ears. The ears just crack in your mouth. Dry Creek. Rob says you can't get old-time cracklings from butchers anymore, it seems. You can get them at Swaggerty's, and remind me next time I either see you or talk to you, I have an address of a place in Dandridge that does that stuff. No, you would think the mountain oysters. No. But good guess. Excellent guess. The ears. The ears. They carve the skin off, and then they, with a, what do you call it, a cleaver, they chop the skin into small little squares, and everybody just swarms for that stuff. That's why so many of them die of heart attacks, by the way. It's true. Heart disease is pretty big in the Philippines because they eat a lot of pork. But I had to try it. I had to. Judith North, do I know you? I enjoy watching your videos. Thank you. About riding through Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, but I was surprised to hear your negative comments about your fellow. They're not. Let's spread kindness. I understand what you're saying, Judith. What we talk about is blatantly the foolishness and the gluttony and the things that people should not do on these videos, because what they're promoting is gluttony and bad health. Because if you notice, and it's not just me, the channels that do the best are the ones that eat the most. And that is not good for us. I mean, just look around. Look around. How many of you are 50 years or older? 50 years or older. Do you remember the world was skinnier back then? Now today, more than 70% of the population is obese or morbidly obese. Now, I'm not fat shaming, just saying it's very unhealthy. And to promote that type of lifestyle is an unhealthy lifestyle. And the children today, just look at the kids. They're all like beach balls. Diabito. Oh, Diabito, come over here. And they roll over. It's wrong, because these kids are already pre-diabetic. So, and then, of course, the people that scam. So, Judith, you got to understand, there are some scammers out here that would take every dime out of your savings account if they could get into it. And I disdain that type of behavior. And these people need to be called out. And for the ones that are out all day long just eating and showing that, I just find that not only disgusting, but it's bad for the children or people that are influenced by these influencers. It's bad. It shows bad taste, poor judgment, and just not thinking clearly. It's like, and they're doing it for money. That's all they're doing it for. And I think a healthy lifestyle is a safe lifestyle, is a positive lifestyle. And I mean, there's a reason 1 out of 36 children are born autistic. There's a reason. Something that the kids are eating, or the parents that are eating and then give it to their preborns, that it's causing them to be autistic. It used to be 1 in 34 or 64,000. Now it's 1 in 36 babies have autism. Something is wrong. And it's processed food, over-fat foods, things that have chemicals in them, and all sorts of poisons and pesticides that we're consuming as people. Very bad. So no, we're not making fun. I'm sorry that you took it that way, but try to look at it from my point of view. And a lot of the other people here on this channel, they agree with it. You've got to, if you have a child, you got to get out and walk around with your kid. You got to go out and play with your kid. You got to go into the park and walk around the neighborhood, or whatever it is you got to do, but you got to keep them motivated, not plastered into their damn phones or their video games at home all day long, because all that creates is atrophy. There goes another nice rig right there. your body atrophies. The muscles weaken, the fat develops, and then they get unhealthy. Next thing you know, you got like a 10-year-old kid with diabetes. That's a death sentence for that child. Because if they have diabetes now, damn good chance they're going to have diabetes in their adulthood. And that's going to not only cost them in insurance, it's going to cost you and I in insurance. Because the more people that are sick, the more the insurance costs. We're just trying to make sense. And of course, we do it with tongue in cheek. But Judith, keep watching. I'm not giving you grief. I'm just trying to tell you my point of view, okay? Goes fast because there's only two. Some are faking their views as well. Yes, a lot of them are faking their views. The one I saw last night, I stand corrected, by the way. Last night I said they had 96,000. They have 91,400 subscribers, and they had 212 views on their last video, and 134 in the video before that. There's no way statistically that could be true. If you got that many subscribers, you should have nothing less than 20%, right? So they should have somewhere in the area of 15 to 20,000 views, not 100 to 200. That's clearly a paid-for channel, bought and paid for. That's right, Leslie. Truth does not equal hate. I like that. I'm putting that on my bumper sticker. No, I'm going to have a license plate that way. I like that. A U-turn. Yeah, he must have went past something. Well, there are some RV places up the street. Some are buying subscribers, I'm not sure. Some are scamming as well. I hate scammers. Also hard to spread kindness to people who are some of the most hateful, two-faced, scamming jerks. Tell it like it is, Leslie. Tell me how you really feel. Being a Pisces. Now, I don't know if any of you ever... How many of you go on TikTok? How many? Are you TikTokers? I'm sure most of you, I would assume most of you are. Just look up what Pisces are like. I'm a Pisces. And I could spot a phony, a fake, a liar before they even, when they open the door, I've already read them. I know mostly about them. Being an empath, I can read people very well. And it's an amazing power of observation on my part. I'm not bragging on it, just saying it's just how I was born. And I can tell a good person immediately or a bad person immediately. And I have no time for liars, bullshitters, cheats, people like that. I have no time in my life for that. Life is too short to deal with people like that. Lots of scammers. You are correct, Red Creek. Larry says, I have to shop the big and tall section. I have to shop the small and wide. You see that story yet? The small and wide. Short and stout. Do you remember, Larry, I don't know if you're old enough to remember this, for people like ourselves that are a little on the chunky side, do you remember when you went to Walmart, or wait, it wasn't called Walmart, what was it called? Not Kmart. Oh, for goodness sakes. When you went to the boys department, when you went to that size, it was called Husky. Do you remember that? My mother said, I got you some Husky jeans, and that made me cringe. I'm not sure how you feel about it at all. Not at all. I'm in the bigger and the tall. William Smith, yes. Thank you, John. Started tuning in more. Thank you. I do speak my mind, and this is how I made my living back in the radio days. And I see it I call it the way I see it, and I see things very clearly. It's an amazing power of observation that I learned young, very young, on who to trust and who not to trust. Except my Uncle Ben. My Uncle Ben always tried to lure me up, and I'm not kidding you. God is my witness. I wish my sister was on here. God is my witness. He would try to lure me up to the attic to show me Mighty Mouse. Laugh if you must. It's the truth. He goes, "You want to go up to the attic and see Mighty Mouse?" And nobody would say anything. And I always read him as a perv. Just always read him. No, no, Uncle Ben, I gotta. Whoo, time is flying. Whew, gotta go. It's the truth. Yeah, Leslie, you stay neutral. Yeah, you do, you do. William Smith, some lost truck and camper. Same. Did they go around again, William? Is that the same one? I really wasn't paying attention. I just saw him go by. Larry says, and maybe not eat so much pizza from. Yes, that stuff is so bad for you. You have no idea the nitrates that are in there and the chemicals. And frozen pizza too. Stay the hell away from that. If you're going to do it, make it yourself. Do you know that you can go to Publix in the deli section, and they have fresh pizza dough. They make it right there. You can get the crispy, you can get the hand tossed or the regular. You can flatten it out, put some sauce on it, put some veggies on it, throw some meat on it, throw it in the oven for 35 minutes. You got a homemade pizza. You get those frozen pizzas. Look, do yourself a favor and look on the back of the box and read how many chemicals are in there which are killing you and your family. I can't stress enough how bad that stuff is for you. Larry, you okay with sausage, egg biscuits from gas station? It depends on where they got the sausage from. The eggs are pretty hard to screw with. John Kimball, yep, there's a lot of them buying fake subscribers. A lot of them. Larry, William, only if it comes with cheese. I can't eat a lot of cheese anymore. Doesn't that suck? I used to love cheese. I remember this going back years. I love cheese so much, I bought a wedge of Romano Reggiano. It's Romano cheese, but it's real Romano cheese. I ate that whole wedge, and for 2 weeks I had gout. I couldn't believe how bad I hurt. I never did that again, but I love that cheese. Judith says, thank you. I didn't see it that way. Some of them are promoting overeating because a lot of them are overweight. Yes, yes, yes. That's sad. And think about it, Judith. The only reason they're overweight is because they eat as much as they do. And moderation is the rule. Everything in moderation. If you like banana splits, have one a month or one every other month or whatever. Not one every single day, because you're gonna pack on the pounds and you're gonna kill yourself with that, because it will affect you. It will. Same thing with hamburgers. I love a good hamburger once in a while. Absolutely love a good burger. But I can't eat them every day because the protein in the red meat will cause me to have gout. It'll cause you to have gout too. Eventually, the uric acid will build up into your joints and you'll go, and you'll think, oh, my arthritis. No, it's not arthritis. It's gout. There's too much uric acid in your system. You've got moderation in moderation. Oh, you got to have good cheese. And good cheese is not like Kraft singles. That's not real cheese. That's not. There's no cheese in there. People go, I got to have Kraft. I go, that's not cheese. Excuse me. Miss Marie loves Kraft single, and she won't buy any of the others. She's just like that. And I go, honey, that's not even real cheese. And yet it says made with real cheese. Look at it. There's like a 0.00001% of real cheese in there. The rest is something they squirt in there. I don't TikTok. You should. There's a lot of weird stuff on there, but informative stuff that you could learn a lot of things. William Smith, I told you I'm allowed a chunky size. Stop being. No, I don't. William, all of us could lose a few pounds, and I've been fighting it all my life. And I always use the excuse I was big boned. Dinosaurs have big bones. It's just fat. That's all it is. There's no excuses. Either Modify the way that you consume, and you'll be healthier, and you may live a little bit longer. Now, there was a time I used to love to eat. I call them Langoliers. That's not the real name for them, but they're langers. They're sausages made with red dye. And this is years ago. Red dye. They're delicious. Miss Marie still will get them from the Philippines. I look at them, I smell them, but I won't touch them. And they are delicious. But the stuff inside of them, I'm surprised I'm not dead yet. My health helps me. Yeah, when you're tall, it doesn't look bad, but still you got to think of what is going on inside your body. You follow what I'm saying? Granola is a good thing to eat daily if you can. Real granola, not that Mickey Mouse granola you get in Walmart or something like that. You got to go to the area that's specialty, and you get real granola. There's all really good natural minerals and vitamins in all the natural seeds and things, flax seeds and things of that nature. Always good. Every day you should have a little bit of that. Leslie, do you want to see my Leslie, you want to see his Mighty Mouse? As God is my witness, that's what my uncle, every time we would visit Aunt Ann and Uncle Ben, I'll never forget that. Aunt Ann was such a sweetheart. God, I liked her so much. And he was such a pervert. You want to go up to the attic and see Mighty Mouse? And we'd be at the dinner table. There'd be 12, 15 of us all there. Nobody said a word. And he was serious. He'd come over and touch my shoulder. You want to go up to the attic? Hello, everyone. Looks like Bob Stu is having a beautiful day there in sunny upper 40s in Idaho. Go to hear the chit. Well, good. I'm glad you came in to see the chit chat. I try to agree. Wait, is that why you try to keep to get Rob to go down to the dungeon? He wants to know. No. Rob, you want to go see my Mighty Mouse? Nobody goes down to the dungeon. And I know in your walk, look at that nice old, oh God, what is that? International. Cute car. Nobody goes into the dungeon. And your warped little minds, I can imagine what you think the dungeon is, but it's so far from what you think it is. Stay away from that dungeon. Hashtag. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking a rack with chains on the wall and leather and Nazi outfits and all sorts. All right, so that's what's down there, but that doesn't matter. I don't take anybody down there. No, it's not there. Miss Marie did not even understand that. She goes, dungeon? I go, it's down in the hollows of the house because there's caves under the house. No Minnie Mouse, just Mighty Mouse. Kraft singles melt. Yeah, they do, because there's no cheese in them. I was clothed in Huskies. Now I wear Levi's. Yep. Levi's makes, I don't know if the others do, the new stretch, athletic stretch. They're nice. I have a couple of pairs of those. They just fit better. Jeans have never fit me properly because as you get older, you lose your butt. You notice that? Right, William? You lose your butt. It goes to your belly, but you lose your butt. So the pants keep falling down. I'm thinking about getting one of those, I think it's called a gripper belt that you see on, well, if you don't have TikTok, you don't know what I'm talking about. I wouldn't mind ordering, but I'm very leery about ordering from TikTok. Oh, mine's still back. Yours is still back there. Mine's not. It's like, because I always remember as my dad got older, I go, what happened to your ass? Where did it go? I said, how do you not slide into the toilet? And he would laugh at me, and I inherited from Mama. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Mighty Mouse. And he didn't just try that with me. Uncle Ben. He tried it with any of the kids, male or female. Didn't matter to him. He was such a pervert. He's bug food now. I'm drinking coffee. Nobody ever liked him. That was Aunt Ann's second husband. Her first husband passed on. And it was a mistake because she was such a good woman. Such a good woman. Uncle Ben was such a creep. And he would shoot the squirrels with a BB gun. Squirrels were not allowed on his lawn. He would sit on the porch and he'd shoot them. At my age, I lose my butt, glasses, phone. Yeah, Gary Tour. Yeah, I misplace stuff all the time. And then I look for it and I can't find it. And then I'll go back downstairs and it's right there. Did that ever happen to you? You go, I just looked there. I know I did. And it's right there. So I don't know if gremlins are there. I'm not really sure. But there it is. I just looked there. So probably your mind is going. My butt would hang around on a barbed wire fence. Yeah, I know. Hang over that. All the time. Yeah, it's like, what is happening? Miss Marie, the same thing. She'll put her glasses down somewhere and she'll start scouring the house, and if I see them in my peripheral as I'm walking around the cabin, I'll retain, they're on the mantle, they're over by the kitchen sink or something. But she'll walk right by them. I can't find them. I don't know where they are. I go, they're right there, right in front of you. So I guess it's something that's subliminal that doesn't allow you to see them. Or just a cruel joke. Could be. Could really be. So Judith, I hope you understand that we tease, make fun, but we make obvious of the things that are wrong with YouTube. That there are people there that are always looking to scam somebody or try to create a financial windfall for themselves by doing stupid things to their bodies. I lose the phone and realize I'm holding. Yes. Oh, how many times, Miss Maurice, I can't find my glasses and they're on top of her head. I've lost count of that. That's normal in our household. The Casa de Gugu absolutely happens all the time. I don't lose my glasses because all my life I have worn glasses. William Smith. I feel you, Larry. I'd be wandering around the phone and I'm watching it. You're looking for it, you're watching the stupid thing right there. But being that I wore glasses since I was 12 years old, I've learned to know where they are at all times. And most of the time they're on my face because I can't see far. It's interesting. I'm not wearing them right now, and I can still see clearly past the Comedy Barn. Clearly. Crystal clear. I'm not sure why my eyes do that. There are sometimes I can't see, 20 feet, and then if I focus on something and just look around, it's crystal clear everywhere. Don't know. Maybe I need a smack in the head or something. Not really sure. Just weird stuff that happened to me. I don't usually lose a lot of stuff, but when I misplace it, it's gone for a while, and then it's not gone for a while. Same with glasses. I reach for them on my face when they aren't there. Yeah, that's a real habit. That's total rewiring. That's something you do over time. You like when the power went out. I mentioned this the other day. When the power went out at the cabin, I would walk into the room. Look at this coach. Look, you'll see it in a second. Look at this. It's a big one. I would walk into the room. I had a flashlight, and I'd flick on the switch. And I go, why did I do that? There's no power. But it's a habit. You've rewired yourself to do these things without really thinking. It's just part of what you do. It's right there. Jeff, my aunt was looking for my cuz and had him in her arms. Yeah, people do silly things, right? That bus must have had a lot of people on phones because it buffered as soon as it parked right there. Sorry about that. Rick Shadrix, how are you? Ricky. People do silly things and then you feel really foolish. You go, why did I just do that? You know, and then you go, damn, how did I do that? Well, I'm going to wrap it up now. I didn't even know I was going to be on this long, but I had fun talking with you. I really did. Going to go home, edit, wash the decks. Got to wash the decks before the sun goes down, and then I don't know what I'm going to do for dinner. Um, I got to find some. Yes, it has been, Leslie. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, the whole crew, everybody. Check out everybody's channel, please. Ricky, doing good. Love to watch your videos. Thank you, William Smith. Thanks, Marie. I tell her every time when you say that. Every time. Have a good evening. Thank you, Leslie. Appreciate it. Thank you for being there. Gary with 2 R's. See you. Love you. Mean it. I'll see you all soon. I'll be putting up a video very, very shortly. Gatlinburg. So check it out on Vacation Station TV, your virtual getaway. And I do love you. Mean it.